A Victorian shepherd's hut has sold for £16,000 in an auction. That's 20 times the estimated price. It's part of a growing trend for using the wheeled buildings as holiday destinations or offices. Let's speak to Sky's Harriet Hadfield. She's got more from the New Forest. Harriet, I suppose the question is why?
Yeah, it does seem like we've reached a peak, haven't we, of this frenzy, this lockdown need to escape to the country or to have a little bit of countryside in your garden. It's a pretty dilapidated shed as well. I just spoke to the auctioneer. It's very small, it's leaky, it's just 9 by 6 foot, but a very wealthy Londoner, as he's described, has outbid someone else to buy it for £16,000. So we thought we would come and see what all the fuss is about shepherd's huts. I've got a brand new, beautiful one delivered just a few weeks ago and built by Toby.
Hello.
Toby, you run a business making these shepherd's huts. Just explain what's happened to demand in the last year.
Well, since pretty much since the lockdown occurred, it was as if someone had pressed a busy button for us, and we've just been the turnover for our business has gone through the roof. We've employed more people, so as this COVID has been for some people it's been difficult. For us it's been very good, and it's allowed us some employment opportunities as well. We, unlike the hut you're talking about, we build them new but faithful replicas of some original heritage parts that we actually use. So this is one of our 18-foot glamping models, which has been, as you rightly say, just been bought recently for use here for what is predominantly most of our output, which is glamping huts now.
Yes, you say it's gone up by 50%.
Yeah.
Apart from glamping, what other kind of people are buying these huts?
So previously we were using the huts are for overspill accommodation. So for example, home offices, or if someone's got a small house, perhaps in the New Forest, which is where we are, they might have planning restrictions on their house, so they can put one in the garden and use it for, as I say, home office work, or occasionally if friends come over to stay, somewhere for them to stay as well.
Now, I know they start at about £12,000. What's the most that someone's paid you for one of these?
Well, I think we ought to be a bit secretive about that, but well in excess of 30. But then again, that's a home from home at that price. So you've got full bathroom, kitchen, sleeping accommodation, Wi-Fi, all those sorts of things built in.
Wow, OK, thank you for talking to us. I think Phil's going to come, my cameraman's going to come and see if we can have a little sneaky peek inside, because they are pretty small, but I have to say, you've got everything you need. You've got bunk beds for the kids, there's also a sofa that pulls out into a bed, there's a toilet, a kitchen, even a television in this one. And Shelley is the owner. Shelley, can we come and have a chat with you?
Hello.
Hi, Shelley. Thank you so much for letting us have a look at the hut. Just tell me what kind of demand you've seen for bookings.
We've been absolutely blown away, to be honest, because, as Toby said, it's quite newly delivered here. But we're really pleased to say that the uptake's been amazing. And we've been running a holiday cottage here for the last few years at Birchwood Farm. And we just decided that with the pandemic, more people staying in the UK, that we should share the farm with more people. So with Toby a mile down the road, it was just an easy decision to buy one of these.
Lots of people talk about this need to escape to the country. Property prices have gone up in the countryside, demand for things like shepherd's huts. What kind of families are you seeing? Where are they coming from and what are they looking for?
We're actually getting more people this year from quite close by, within a sort of 50 to 100 mile radius. But we did, before the pandemic, we'd get people from all over the world coming here to stay. The big draw is for young families to go and visit Peppa Pig World, which is down the road. But obviously we've got the New Forest National Park on the doorstep and all the beaches. And also here at the farm, there's lots of space for the children to run around and play in the woods. And it just gives children a chance to experience the UK and just have fun in the countryside.
There's that boom in the staycation market. But what about local people? Do they ever worry about how prices are going up, not just for shepherd's huts, but for property and other things as well?
Yeah, I think the hardest bit in this area, particularly for the housing market, is for the youngsters to get onto their first property, and it's becoming so difficult for them. But I think house prices hopefully will settle down once things calm down after the pandemic's gone away.
OK, well, as I said, I think we might have hopefully reached peak with £16,000 for a very small old shepherd's hut. But this is a very beautiful one down here in the New Forest.
Harriet, thank you. Time now for a quick look at the weather.